Once again, thank you for tuning in to the HCFR training channel. This is Module 4 in the FireRMS training series. This one's on smoke alarms. The smoke alarm is by far the single most effective tool in the early detection and early escape from a fire and the products of cost-effective tool available to a homeowner. This data represents a critical link between the use of smoke alarms and their effectiveness in our community. Most of this data is compiled from fires in residential occupancies where fire inspections actually never occur. For a long time, we have not properly captured this data. To that end, we hope to use this information to seek grant funding for smoke alarm initiatives by HCFR. Okay, in the event of a structure fire, research the presence of smoke alarms. If no occupants are present physically, search the structure and common installation areas and look for evidence of a smoke alarm. Look for ghosting as an example created by the alarm base, or screw holes from the alarm base. Look for electrical junction boxes. Search the floor below the area. Sometimes the device will have melted off the base and will fall directly below it. Identify what type of detector the device is: smoke, heat, or beam. 99% of the time it will be a smoke alarm, common everyday smoke alarm. Identify what the power supply is. Is it hardwired? Is it a 110 volt battery, plug-in type, or some other combination? Also, very, very important here, identify if the smoke alarm was disabled. Decide the effectiveness of the detector. Did it notify the occupants or not? Was the fire too small to activate the alarm? To the best of your ability, determine if it failed to activate and why. Okay, here's how we accomplish this task. Look at the slide. In the bottom right-hand corner of the slide, on the Basic Response tab, you'll find another drop-down box that's labeled Detector. You see it circled on the bottom right? When you check on this box, it's going to give you one of three choices. 1, it alerted the occupants. 2, it failed to alert the occupants. Or 3, it's unknown. This should be completed at face value based upon your observations and the information you gathered. Simply do your best. Once you've checked this, you're going to move over to the Structure Systems tab. On the left side, you will now find some drop boxes in the detectors area. This area begins by asking you if detectors were present, not present, or if you were unable to determine their presence. Keep in mind, you have to mark detectors were present to be given an opportunity to add any further data. Once you check the present box, the first 3 fields will highlight. The first of which is the type drop box, and this is where you'll choose the type of smoke detector. Was it smoke, heat, combination, water flow? There's an assortment of there. Choose the one that you think is most applicable. The next box is the power supply drop box. Battery, hardwired, plug-in, hardwired with battery backup. Again, do your best. There's lots to check from. Try to investigate it. Do your best to get the most information as possible for us. In the next drop box, that's the operation drop box. Was the fire too small to activate it? If that's the case, no further data entry is needed. Okay, the next drop box we're going to look at is entitled Effectiveness. This will tell us whether or not the smoke alarm alerted occupants and that they responded, or that it alerted them and the occupants failed to respond, the building was vacant or there were no occupants home at the time, or it failed to alert occupants. You may want to expand on this particular section in your narrative also, by the way. And also you have the all too familiar undetermined box if you can't figure that out. Your last drop box in this category is the failure reason. Again, do your best. Was it improper installation or placement? Was it just a defective device? Lack of maintenance? Was the battery missing? Big one there. Or was it disconnected? Big one there. Was the battery discharged or dead? Another common finding. If the detector failure reason is unknown or undetermined, go ahead and expand a little bit in your narrative on what you did find. Okay, this wraps up Module 4 in the FireRMS training series on smoke alarms. Hope it was helpful. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to give us a call here at Training Division. Remember, every day is a training day. Take care.